if you look at 11, 11, 22, and you add that up, it equals 8. But if you add in the other two for the 2022, it equals 10. Go look at the meaning of 10, the number 10, and then talk about, is that a coincidence? God's authority and other things. Look at the meaning, study the meaning of the number 10. And why is this falling exactly on that date? And if you take every number singular and add it up, it equals 10. If you do the shortcut, like somebody just put up here, it equals 8. So 10 is the number when you add all the numbers together. And there's a specific meaning, because remember, God is the great numerologist. He knows numbers better than anybody. He uses numbers all the time. Okay. And it's funny how some of our episodes will come on a number, and what we're speaking about correlates to the number of the episode when we add it up. Now, that's not because Brother Basaji and me are sitting there planning it. It's because it just happened, right? It just happened, okay? So the energy that is going to hit this planet and how it's going to be increasing, moving from 11/11/2022 onward, is going to be let's just say incredible. But for people, some people, it's going to create insanity. So I hope it will be incredible for all of you and not create insanity for any of you, but you've got to prepare yourself for it. You know, I would also say yesterday when we were on the mastermind webinar, and again, you can join mastermindwebinars.com for free too. And we have a lot of free training in there. We give a lot of good stuff for free. But we were talking about preparation. You know, people might put some money in the bank. They might buy a little bit of silver and gold. But as a society, you know, when I was growing up, and my grandmother Thompson and my grandmother Schwinn, they were like mothers to me, both of them. And I fortunately was their favorite grandchild. Isn't that awesome? The first grandchild to one, the second grandchild to the other. But I learned a lot from them. And my grandma Thompson was always canning stuff, always canning stuff. I would go down into their basement of the home, and one giant room was all canned goods, all stuff that she canned, food that would last them a year. They had drums of water. They had something to purify dirty water, okay, a filtration system. They had what they needed just in case they needed it. Now, I think Christ said that if you don't have a sword to sell basically your clothes, right? To get a sword, right? God doesn't want you to think not to be prepared. You have to make sure that you have extra food, extra water, some kind of alternative power, whether it be a little solar generator or a little handheld power, something, maybe a crank radio, all that. Get that stuff, put it away, know that you have it, and just have that ready for yourself. You know, we always should have inventory of food. We always should have inventory of water. Now, the Lama tells everybody that we're all eating, I don't know, probably, but the average American eats double what they should. So right there, if we're going to have, you know, if they're trying to squeeze everybody with paying farmers not to farm and paying people not to, you know, do cattle or chickens or pork, and all of a sudden all these planes crashing into these places and fires happening and all this stuff, you make sure that you got yourself some spare food, and make sure that you got yourself some water, and make sure that you are looking at what are you eating every day. Do you need to eat as much as you do? Because, you know, another thing that happens, and I'm learning this myself, by the way, is when you fill your stomach all the time. I don't know if any of you have ever done fasting, but when you do a fast and you do a juice fast or a water fast or something, wow, you get clear. You get so clear.